mechacha o ema obi biara akwa daily trends eno ano aso ekuso said ya da ye de ebrem no enen so ensem a editie e wo magana ene ama hodo a akaso ene de ebrem yensem no yenko ensem no emu.
I want to appeal to my Lord Bafiboni and the entire judiciary that something bad is happening in our country. The judiciary is acting in a manner that, if care is not taken, the gains we have made in our democracy may be eroded.
Boboba, where you are done in Supreme Court. No, we back say, Adenta Court, one sem. Yeti for a Bronya case at the circuit court judge level, no, for misdemeanor, a banishing na discussions be a course with Supreme Court. Never trust here. Supreme Court judge and according to the law platform, Etienne, Attorney General and Minister of Justice. The Attorney General's Department live in Supreme Court said they should set up. The judge no Attorney General's Department said they should set up. They acquire a linking to Abronye's Commonwealth lawyers or more fair for nolly prosecute. Now the other babano asem kesiye pa because this particular case Ibrahim Fuseni and Ano versus IGP and the State Department. Say na eno be kwakwate na yakochi we ochina yakochi we yan file case ni ye the state authorities pay ya no mabura obi we are from national security ya bechu and no one send na kopie mo Supreme Court sa kwan no so na bronye free abrochiri by ya kochine ya picking ya granting bail ni say arrest no e ho asem akopie mo Supreme Court na ye be chire mu di ntia judge na e catch Attorney General's Department say he should set up, especially after the Commonwealth lawyer which said Amanda Clinton kase international authorities no omo very very disappointed with Ghana's judiciary and as a Ghana's law enforcement body. Near call the profile of judge or this particular case so Supreme Court. Needing Justice Koomson or not Justice George Kingsley Koomson or no Nanoye Supreme Court judge in this particular case or catcher Attorney General say any Ministry of Justice Attorney General's Department will say they should be very very careful nominated among city up. Now Justice Koomson Nankasano on Nankasa Attorney General's Department from 1990 to 1995 during President Rawlings Embrace. Inti about a Juma Ekoso with Dominic Ayine a year with the office of the Attorney General Otinina said why Juma war for over 5 years as Assistant State Attorney. Now from 1995 to 2000 and we move to private practice, private lawyer. Now after 5 years into private practice and we move here acquire a circuit court judge from 2000 to 2008 or started here or achieve spread road and is also at the court. That is the profile of Supreme Court judge. Now we move from circuit court a PMO high court judge from 2008 to 2020 to spending 12 years as a high court judge and in Kumasi and Sana Omode neighbor Accra Commercial Court. Now from 2020 to 2023 and a court of appeal one check or court of appeal and on promoting a court Supreme Court judge. Now even Supreme Court no crapo time omo dey Supreme Court no na the minority then oppose say Justice Kingsley Koomson on chair or Court of Appeal into omo ntia cd ntia person rational Supreme Court until votes are appointment during appointment time vote in split 139 voting for yes and 133 voting for no and a Justice Kingsley Koomson a Supreme Court judge. Now you call into this particular case Ibrahim Husseini versus Enano the Inspector General of Police suit number J8156/26 ECOPM Supreme Court April and May 2026. Now a call for constitutional interpretation far acquire the IGP otimi certain arrest o the share case of Abronye case based on false information na kia yare yakocho charge sheet named by procedural lapses. This was in summer the Supreme Court judge Ekanwasam na yako into how a link to Abronye's case. First, the judge ne about procedural lapses. Same procedural lapses in Kwame Bafo Abronye's case now. Say omobetina case no na time Supreme Court did ruling by in Martin Baby case they said all cases are available. But we share statement of the judge. He say Abronye should stay in remand because he's a time on the can be internal. It's here that judicial ruling Supreme Court they behind say all cases are available. Now, as some court so Supreme Court and say na Attorney General's office, the Ministry of Justice office, presenting defense argument in this case of Ibrahim Husseini and Ano versus IGP. But a statement of the state attorney or say answer or representing the argument no statement from the current Attorney General Dominic Ayine and confirming answer no be the Bible PM court into more time. They said the way or more say Abronye's case ni more time for like 2 weeks and sana prosecution for more statement and as more argument in court na abano. Judge and say this is not acceptable because almost share the pattern of the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice each and every time you hear more time now so na in na omo justice system not still na omo inti enya dia obeji atum sa administrative excuse each and every time Dominic Ayine near the team at the office of the Attorney General they should bring it to an end. Now linking it to Abronye's case or say high ranking MPP figures akaset so bit say Honorable Afenyo Market akaset kwaya ena nanabi akaset kwaya justice system e dey Abronye faso say huge bill near their two be so Mr. Kofi Juma huge bill near their two case so with the National Signals Bureau and then a huge case near their two case so buffer stock bill near their two send me a remand these kinds of administrative lapses and there it is going to be then tolerated. Now connection said Supreme Court Attorney General said we're observing a pattern or the heading or the juma at the ministry na say juma die man fan ba or me plan cry into Justice Koomson sending a clear message to the office of the Attorney General say observing proceedings especially in cases with Ibrahim Husseini and Ano as well as Abronye's case. Say administrative lapses each and every time in their way according to the judiciary, whether they are in government or not. Any idea or no obepene. He's talking about equality before the law. Say Abronye has claimed to be a victim of an imbalanced application of the law. The Supreme Court's observation that AG frequently asks for bailouts for its own lapses supports the argument that the state legal machinery is not operating with the precision required for fair and speedy trials. Justice Koomson. Now, I say, while the reprimand happened during Ibrahim Fuseni's case, it establishes a precedent that can be cited in Abronye's hearings to prevent AG from requesting for further extensions or delays. No more extension, no more delays will be tolerated by the office of the Attorney General. Abronye pressure na from Commonwealth lawyers, from Supreme Court judges, from minority caucus, members of the New Patriotic Party, Obienwa or Jiatum say the Akwanyomode Abronye Fason statement in the pressure back from all angles.
There's a massive agenda going on to divert attention from critical issues, and nothing no I am more no, because Atemdidie is all intended to divert attention from the critical issues. No, it was a Ghana for me baby. Abronye or Massa Kochino, a massive diversionary tactics. Apologizing to President Kufuor just to divert attention, Tino. Was that like Atemdidie now call another level? Me say a diversionary at President Kufuor doesn't need anybody's apology because he didn't Captain Smart. Because in this case, Captain Smart was so right. Okay. But then this person wants to justify him as they say they are quite high for you. But say a man quiet no did somebody who claimed they say seven chromophone in our Koran no yet will be the paper that now a person claim it is out on the way and I had your fighting with it and tough will be no there. Imagine so we made it to say I'm Yasantin and Bejra and I'm a cast and tough won't be there. And by now there's a whole national uproar. But on no of course all right. So big Zambia, you know, the class of Francophone, so me and Tafo, no, do your matter. No, can and Tafo be the Jimmy. How can you even do that? Why should this even be allowed? And the NDC full soldiers are trying so hard to justify this. CM4 be my means only and the attempt. And like I'm saying, basically, nobody has been able to call the person to order because NDC for one casa to me say, I may hold data be. Anyele, Mokonyele. Be an edda, and Mokonyele. I award that be Neda, Mokonyele, and who their own patch of crowd Koda, or be to my Kojusona Koda. But then you come to another level where also say, Yamo, can I justify Tendidiano and a President Kufuor say, and Obi, now Obi, Aja Fatina Kodi do Obiatema. What has that got to do with President Kufuor? How does that justify the fact that Sahaja Fatim Pune and Pompo say, Wakako did you Biatama? And what President Kufuor was saying, Haja Fati never to any President Kufuor. Haja Fati, never President Kufuor. There's no correlation. Politics here, we grow, we mature. And Ghana politics will be there advances over the years. We've matured and we've grown. We've matured and we've grown. It is a maturity and grower. This is no time. I was here, so maybe you be at all the own suman for granted. My argument is that Nippon is an agent of NDC. Because agent of NDC in Chelsea or your party member, agent of NDC Chelsea, by your conduct, what I say, what Jinipana Tunsa will endorse it, because number one, you've not dissociated yourself, number two, you've never condemned it, number three, you've never said Nipa where you Kasa Mayo, and this person, with the relationship between you and that person, and on one military tabis or more, social media movie at them. Because what if even that day, Captain Smart Kasai or Kasai Emperor President Kufuor, Captain Smart was so civil. Me the way me name Captain Smart for years. For the first time, Captain Smart bred a voice as it. Captain Smart I mean he will not do that for anybody. But I'm sure that he anticipated that I brought you back the atom. Captain Smart said that no one the voice not wait the Pacho. Now what they want here. And then he proceeded to give you evidence. Oh, say, President Kufuor away, and they completed it. It just to arrogantly and being the typical bully and ignorant person, On person of to say when the person has been found out, you expose you. the okay against President Kufuor no correct. The who didn't attend is insensitive, is unconscionable that will be on wheelchair at his age. Now at that you macro 62 no we. Now the President Kufuor 80 plus not in come no wheelchair man. Now one say me papa could not even get to President Kufuor age no we. Me papa when do President Kufuor age no we. At a most seriously, say President Kufuor decide age no wheelchair any news. But again, because you expose you say human physiology and anatomy and why do you form won't say when I say because human anatomy is not dependent on your wheelchair move how you be any brony or jogging because any completely inaccurate and ignorant you expose you. But on person better to say exposing it also the cassette and a Captain Smart and a Captain Smart doesn't need your respect. What I said, what Captain Smart said was accurate, he was on point, and we are standing 10 toes down on business. We will continue to expose him. You see, at the beginning, what diverted from why TikTok so Coco share the moso, and the call why President Kufuor, and the Abesi Haja Fati, so a diverse right at it because
President Bisas political party, I can see me, and this and people. So, Omo communication team. And prahi na omu share wo afiba kun. Na omtoto adwen. Ede omo nsema omo aka wo radio so. Na omo tumi aka say wo afini enema we a okan no. Yesro wan kani. Na ye twin pakro nanim. Me aka say sa na opese oye dia. E be UFA communication team. Menim samo bisa. Oh baby, now ko boja boni akoche. Fire. I mean the woman say, "What fire? Oh, why you say you are? Asamba, it's a plane from here. I'm the piano. You do now kwa. A banner don't go to my own one other go remove. Okay. I love somewhere here woman say the pay Casey say means ra university first degree and then they say degree no so second degree obi kwa master master's degree and say and no assume will be my idea come in this and he do the entry. Na yama ya nwoma sua no ejina baabi e ma Ghana fo amambre so ejina baabi say ya tumi amasa ekromie no anware ya mfa ya nwoma sua ne politics sam no ene ya amambre ene say it is a kwapem ni bi ka bibi na ya na adama bed na say kwapem ni ba ni because in the game ka ya momosa ene ya ntetemosa nti e ba me say now say you are still if you say